it could be 5 trebles in 6 years for Celtic.
Yeah, I think it's 17 in the last 22 years. 10 out of the last 11 years titles to Celtic. That's why I think the disappointment of Rangers not kicking on from being so dominant last season, winning it by 25 points, you would think then they would go again. Celtic had so much to do, no manager, hardly a team to field. Andrews had to build a team from goalkeeper right the way through to centre forward. When you think of the position Celtic were in, where Rangers were in, and that's what makes it more disappointing for Rangers. They've not kicked on after Celtic being so dominant. They win a title, Rangers, then you think they might have a spell. But they've not gone forward from last season's title win, which they won at a canter, really. So that just goes to show how well the manager's done at Celtic, to stop Rangers winning it again and to come through, like a train, like Celtic have. It's been a wonderful season. At the start of the season, Rob, we sat here and Celtic couldn't win the league.
Yeah,
that was the view of they're in transition. Yeah, people were hoping, people were anticipating that they'd have a good year. Rangers would slip up. We'd have to topple Rangers. Remember as well, we never beat Rangers for nearly 3 years. We never beat them for 7 games. So to think how far this Celtic team have come under Ange, and the more disappointing for Rangers, because I think as well, possibly I think that they might have took their eye off the ball. I think they thought they would win the league comfortable this year, with all the work that Celtic had to do.
Have they taken their foot off the gas?
I believe so. I don't think they added in quality areas. You look at the players, really, it's Ryan Jack, it's Kent, it's Davis, it's Aribo, it's Morelos, it's Roof. All these guys were there last season. It was Goldson, Balogun. Patterson's gone. Patterson's a young player. Tavernier was there, McGregor. They're not really. Celtic have brought in 15, 16 players. So that's been the difference. That's been the key. So for me, it's been a great season. Obviously, they want to get it over the line and make it mathematically impossible, for Rangers to come back. And Celtic are they can cruise home now, but anything can happen, Rob. Celtic lose to St Johnstone on Saturday. They take their eye off the ball. Then Rangers go to Celtic Park, during the split and win.
It's hard to see that happening, though, isn't it?
It is. It's extremely hard to see it happening. But Kenny said it there. It's hard when the title's in sight just to go and grasp it. There's one hand on it, and it's in their hands now. It's firmly in Celtic's hands. They are firmly in the driving seat. Rangers have to continue to win every single game. They've got Europe. They've got the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. The big seasons for still, and Rangers still have to go and perform in Europe. And the problem that Rangers have for me in Europe is that people might just think now, well, Braga, who are fourth in the league that they play in Portugal, Rangers stepped up to beat Dortmund, a game that they weren't expected to win. Red Star Belgrade, they did ever so well. Now, all of a sudden, expectations, fans go, oh, it's only Braga. It's only Braga. We'll get through Braga. Football don't work like that. You've got to have the same focus, that same sort of desire to go and win against Braga, who will be a stiff opposition. Yeah, they're not the strongest team out of the last 8 in the competition. But for me, that's my worry. Rangers have to go now and approach this game against Braga like they did against Dortmund and Red Star Belgrade, where they were outstanding.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.